Just getting ready to trade the New York Open. Had a nice drop off pre-market. Just went for another short up at this cluster. Had volume dropping off too. That's what this background is. It's actually measuring the momentum of volume. I've got the momentum as an input series on the trend and reversal, and then the input series of the momentum is the volume. So I've got two different input series operating within the same instance of the trend and reversal. So if I've just gotten a big move up on the volume and the volume starts dropping off, I might look for a reversal. So when the area is shaded silver, I'm looking for reversal trades of the previous move, whether it was down or up. Then when it turns brighter again, I'm looking to see what direction it pushes once the volume comes in. So when the volume started increasing here, you see we started moving up, got a little pop. After this move up, volume started decreasing, got a washout signal, got a pullback, volume came back in, got a nice push up. So I grabbed a short up here at this cluster level. We have a 50% wicks level, got a previous day value area low. Something I was noticing as we were coming up, as price was moving up, you see the shaded silver area, that's the volume. The volume was not increasing. Started to get some delta divergence. I've got the ultimate delta on a second instance of the trend and reversal, showing me only divergence on bar close. And the first instance is using the momentum of volume to paint the background in real time. But you can see when the volume started increasing, when the background went back to this white color, we had a big top wick, we had more divergence. So the volume that was coming in got rejected. We're getting another little pullback here. From this cluster down to the pivot point, we had 10 points of room. The delta has been positive on the 5-minute candles, but nothing super extreme. Just grabbed another short up here at this previous day VWAP close for the same reason. We were moving up, volume was still not increasing, and then on this candle had a washout signal appear intra-bar. So I got into a short here. I moved my take profit up right above this key level here, so I think I only got 8 points, but there just wasn't enough room to get the full 10 points. Although it did drop down over 10 points, I just wanted to make sure I got out before this key level. Just got into another short. We had a 6 washout signal appear here, and you can see when the volume's coming back in, we get the brighter background, and look at what price is doing when volume comes in. 2 rejection candles, 2 washout signals, divergence. I went for a short when the washout signal appeared. I saw this bigger wick. We just blew through this cluster of key levels. Got my 10-point fill pretty much instantly. So here's some more examples of how I'm reading this volume. So we had this move down, then you can see the background got a little bit darker, the silver color. So after this move down, volume is drying up. We get a move in the opposite direction of this recent move. We had point of control down into this wick. Positive delta coming in, close back above the 20. And then check out this move. On the way up, you can see the volume, the momentum of volume is not increasing. We still got this darker background. So I went for a short up here at this key level. It's a 50% level from the MMT 50/50. And then when volume came back in, we got the lighter background. We got negative delta coming in. We get another strong push to the downside. Price continues to move lower. I'm just looking at the price action on this candle as well. Huge top wick, very bearish. Now as price is moving down here, you can see the volume is kind of drying up, but there is no key levels in the way besides this daily 50% level. I'm always paying attention to the higher time frame as well. I'm definitely more interested in shorts at the current moment, just with the big news reaction today so far. We're still below VWAP, still below the 250 SMA. We're still below VWAP, still below the 250 SMA. But you can see we're getting a little hold up here. The momentum of volume is drying up. And after this extended move to the downside, volume dries up. We're getting a little pop up here. So let me show you the settings for the 1-minute chart. Everything is the same as the simple delta and key levels system from the video that I did over the weekend, except I've added 2 instances of the trend and reversal, and I've added the polarity washout signals. The ultimate Heikin-Ashi is still painting the outlines using the Heikin-Ashi trend. The MMT polarity, I just have the washout signals enabled with the stronger settings of 20, 20, 2, and 2. This is calculating on price change. I've got one instance of the trend and reversal, just looking for divergences. Look back of 1, overbought 80, oversold 20. I'm using an input series of the ultimate delta. This is just in regular per bar mode, not cumulative. The plot is the delta close. The ultimate delta has its own divergence built in as well. I was just playing around with a few things and left this on the chart. This is calculating on bar close. But this instance of the trend and reversal, this is what is measuring the momentum of the volume. This is calculating on price change. I'm not measuring the divergence, the trend core, or the reversals. I'm only measuring the trend flow. I've got it painting the background. Up brush is beige, down brush is silver. I've got a strength of 1, directional filter is off, SMA filter is on with a period of 3. And then in the input series, I've got the momentum. So here's the momentum indicator, the default settings, and then the input series of the momentum. I've got volume. You can see here's the volume indicator. So the momentum of the volume is my input series for the trend and reversal. And that's how I'm measuring the momentum of the volume on the charts. So those are the new settings for the 1 minute chart. If you want a deeper dive into the rest of the settings for this chart, or if you want to see the settings for the 5 minute chart, check out the video that I did over the weekend titled Trading Without Any Signals, just using delta and key levels. There's a detailed overview of how I trade with that and all the other settings for the charts. I just got into a short here off of this previous day VWAP close. Had some divergence, and then on this candle, intra-bar, we had the momentum of volume drying up. I got into a short. It one ticked me for my 10 points, so I hit market close, and I think I got out for 7 or 8 points there. This 5 minute chart is pretty hilarious. Just back and forth, back and forth. We're starting to get some stronger delta coming in on the ES on this 5 minute candle. This is the strongest we've had all morning long so far. Starting to get a nice move lower here. Got the volume increasing. I went for a short here on this little pullback, thinking we're going to get down to this next key level. And also because this 5 minute candle was just about to close with a ton of negative delta on the ES. It's looking for that last little push down to this next key level. We did get a washout signal appear intra-bar, but I wasn't too worried about it with all the negative delta coming in. Although after we came down to this key level, we are getting a very nice bounce up. You can see on this candle we had single bar divergence even though price closed down. Look at delta, it closed positive with a decent bottom wick there. So lots of bullish signals on this candle here. We just popped up over 20 points. I was trying for a short. Things were not moving fast enough up here. Ended up getting out early. But after this candle on the 5 minute with the big delta, the next two 5 minute candles, there really wasn't much going on. We had a decent top wick, point of control up into the wick. I was looking for this low to really break. And then we broke. We've got strong delta on the NQ and the ES. We're getting a mighty drop here. Got about 2 minutes until 10:30. I was hoping we were going to get a little bit of a pop up right before 10:30 so I could go short. You can see we got the momentum of volume drying up here. Got some divergence going on. Delta's drying up. We're getting a little bit of a pop up here. Now we've just popped up 20 points. So after the volume came back in here, see we got the white background. We got a nice push to the upside. We ended up pushing up all the way back to the 20 SMA here. And yesterday's open and this previous day VWAP close where we're getting some hold up. So it's after 10:30. I'm going to call it a day. I'm up nicely in the Lucid and the Apex accounts, stacking the micros. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan at Lucid, Apex, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, TradeDay, you're the best. Thanks so much for your support. There are links to all the MMT indicators in the description. I wish you best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.